Hello, hello. Today I'm taking you to Asian market shopping. Here's the outfit for Asian market shopping. Something red, emoji pants, and maybe Asian mom slippers. I'm going to show you what's the 7 ingredients you can get to do authentic Chinese cooking and some of my favorite noodles you can get in Asian market and preserved vegetables. Let's go.
All right.
Look at that.
Food there.
Yes, that's a great table here. Michelin star service. Look at that. So now we are on the way to Asian market, and this one is the one I like to go. It has more Chinese ingredients. In my cookbook, you can see the picture of the product, so you don't have to make a notes here. Just get my book. So we are here, this market called iFresh, 爱新鲜. So this is the one I go all the time close to my apartment, has a lot of Chinese ingredients. So here's a noodle aisle. See both sides is with hundreds of noodles. You can get lost in here. Here's the one wheat noodles I get all the time in my video. You say, oh, what kind of dry noodles? This is a dry noodles I get. It's pretty small. It's called dragon beard noodles because it is really small, like a little dragon beard. This one I use all the time for lunch, breakfast, or even dinner. So this dry noodles over here, if you watch my sesame noodle video, this is the dry noodles I use. Just different shape. Actually, the ingredients make the noodles the same. Just wheat, flour, and water and salt. And it's vegan too. You can make any sauce with these noodles. So on this side, you can see it's all rice noodles. I soak them in the water first, otherwise they are too hard. You see, this one is a little bigger. This rice noodle, the shape is much thinner. Just depends on the shape you like. And this noodles made out of mung beans. So it's like a bean noodle, mung bean noodle I use a lot. So this noodles in my cookbook is a recipe called ants climbing the tree. Sounds so scary, but it's really traditional, really good spicy noodle dish. So this noodles, you only need to soak maybe 5 minutes, then you can boil in the water. You can how thin those shape is. It's really thin mung bean noodles. So Longkou, it's a famous town in China, actually make this kind of mung bean noodles. So most of the noodles we talk about, they are all vegan, but if you're not vegan, here's the option in China very popular is the egg noodles. The difference is those noodles are wheat flour, water, salt, but they add eggs in here. So you can see those noodles are kind of yellow color in here. So it's with eggs. You can add some little egg flavor in the noodle. So this is another egg noodle brand I buy. So this one you can see is a yellow color, so with eggs in here. If you want some healthy choice, buckwheat noodles, it's very healthy. You can see the color is much darker, made out of buckwheat. So in Sichuan, this is one of the popular noodles we eat. In Sichuan, in the restaurant, they make a fresh dough. They press down the fresh buckwheat noodles into the boiling water. The 7 ingredients so you can start your Chinese cooking at home. First thing we're gonna get is soy sauce, of course. The brand I get is 万家香. I usually buy the aged soy sauce because it has more flavor and a little bit sweet. So this is the aged soy sauce. This is for my everyday regular cooking. Also another one this brand has is a dark soy sauce. Dark soy sauce also adds a little color in your food. This dark soy sauce is actually from my hometown Sichuan. So my little trick to pick a good bottle of soy sauce is you shake the bottle, then you see the bubbles forming on the top. So if it's a good soy sauce and the aged soy sauce, you see the bubble actually lasts longer. Also the soy sauce gonna linger, they don't drip down right away. And this side is a lot of Japanese soy sauce. So this one I usually don't use unless I'm making some sushi. So the sushi soy sauce tastes a lot different from the Chinese soy sauce. If you want to make authentic Chinese food, then you need a Chinese soy sauce. So those are Japanese soy sauce. You usually use this to dip sushi. And this is the aged Chinese soy sauce I use. So the two differences, the taste to me is a lot different. This one's much richer taste and a little bit sweet. Also the color is, even the regular soy sauce is darker than the Japanese soy sauce. This one's very light. Has a little bit more salt, right? Tastes a little more salty in here. So this one, if you use this to cook your regular Chinese food, not gonna taste the same. So another important ingredient I buy is Chinese vinegar. This is 镇江香醋 is the brand that I buy. 镇江actually is a town in China. They make really good vinegar. And the same vinegar has another one. It's aged. This is aged for 6 years. This one has more sweet flavor. All these Chinese vinegar color is dark. The good one is dark, and also because they're made of rice and wheat. A little bit sweet. So a good bottle of Chinese vinegar, you're gonna look at the label. Acidity is bigger than 5.5%. So this one actually says this is 6.4 gram per 100 millimeter. So all the information about the numbers, acidity, you don't have to write it down. It's all in my cookbook. So next ingredient is cooking wine. Shaoxing cooking wine. Shaoxing is also a town in China, make a really good cooking wine. All these brands I use all the time. So the good bottle of a cooking wine, you can see the color is dark orange. Also, you're looking for the alcohol percentage at around 10 to 15% alcohol. So many people ask me, how can your kids eat the food with cooking wine? But actually, the cooking wine just adds the flavor in the, especially meat or seafood. And when you cook the food, the alcohol is all cooked out. There's no alcohol in there, just the flavor. So definitely safe for kids to eat. But I don't know if you can buy this in the market if you're under 21. I don't know, because I'm over 21 a long time ago. In Chinese cooking, of course, you can't forget sesame oil. I use a lot. Brand I use Li Jingji, and also this brand here. Actually, the authentic Chinese hot pot dipping sauce made is sesame oil with chopped garlic. Of course, in the Asian market, we're gonna get rice. I can't run out of rice. Try to pick up this. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, this is my exercise today. This is a brand I get, Guobao rice. Rice is life. I'm gonna crush my noodles in here. Next ingredient you need to get is definitely the dried chili peppers. But those you're looking for Sichuan chili pepper. This was called the 二荆条. 二荆条 is a special chili pepper from Sichuan. Has really nice fragrance. Those are whole peppers. Actually, on the bottom here, you can see in English says Sichuan. So looking for the factory name says Sichuan, so you got an authentic one. So those are the same pepper, but just this one is grounded a little powder. So you can make it into a chili oil. Sichuan peppercorn probably is my favorite dry ingredients, and I use a lot every day in many of my dishes. So this one is from Sichuan. You look in the back, you're gonna look at the factory address here, Sichuan. This color is red, so those peppers, roasted Sichuan peppercorn, and also it's another kind, it's green. So green peppercorn has a little bit different flavor, but both are very numbing, tingling in your mouth. The best one is from a town called Hanyuan, famous for Sichuan peppercorns. So this is 郫县豆瓣. We call it soul of Sichuan cuisine. This is like a most important ingredient. You can make authentic Sichuan food. 豆瓣 actually means a bean paste. This is made of fermented fava beans. Also the chili pepper, I just show you the dried one, but when you make this, the fresh 二荆条 peppers and other flavor ingredient. Here it comes with a jar, or you can get it in a bag. It's the same brand. So it comes with different shape. One's in a jar, one comes as a traditional tie with a little string, and this comes just in a bag. You can squeeze in a jar. 真诚牌 is a brand, and the town is 郫县. It's a town maker, the very famous bean paste. So here in the fresh section, we're getting some vegetables. This one I'm getting from my pickle jar. So it's called Chinese mustard green. I usually pickle this, then chop them, stir fry with meat. Or you can just eat that as a regular pickle on the side. Today I'm also making some eggplant. So the Chinese eggplant is very long, skinny shape. The other eggplant I don't use much is the round one. It's not very Chinese. There's a recipe in my book. It's a eggplant with cilantro, red, but it's really good. Those bitter melon, if you never had, that will become a recipe coming in my video. I love them. There's so many ways to make the bitter melon. Tastes not very bitter. Here, bok choy, I stir fry those with garlic a lot. So this is a vegetable I get all the time. Let's get 2 of the baby bok choy. And here, yellow chives. Usually I use the yellow chives for stir fry with pork. Here are chives, I make dumplings. And this long beans, I make pickles. My kids eat this as a snack, right out of the pickle jar. So 3 ingredients I use every day is the basic ones: green onions and ginger and garlic. Green onion, ginger, and the garlic for your basic Chinese cooking. Don't forget those 3, very important. Also getting some radish. This green one, great for soup. Also, these ones are good for soup too. So a lot of time, if I boil some meat, I add some radish. So this section is all preserved vegetable, like pickles. So this one, you see me use a lot in the video, stir fry with ground pork, or you can stir fry with chicken. This one already chopped up. It's very small, so you can open it, just reuse right away. But if you want the whole one, look at this one. It's the same thing, but it's not chopped. You still have to chop them. So this is a little cheaper in the box. This is more expensive because it's chopped. It's called 碎米芽菜. This one is pickled mustard green. Those two actually is the same vegetable, but a different way to make it. So they are actually taste totally different. So this one, you can just open it as a snack or eat with rice. This one, you have to cook it with vegetables or meat. You can't just open eat this, it's too salty. This one fermented for more than like 6 months. This one is more like a pickles. Here's a sour, spicy one. This is a non-spicy. Those are 榨菜. Those are more like a pickles. I just asked, you are under 21, you can still get the cooking wine. So just because it's for cooking, unless you're desperate, you want to drink, not really for drinking, but if you want some alcohol, come here for some cooking wine. They don't check your ID for cooking wine if you're willing to drink that. Probably it doesn't taste that good. You have to drink it with some food. So here at the Asian market, before you leave, you have to order some lunch. I ordered some Thai tea and minced kitchen, also Hainan chicken and rice with a special dipping sauce from here. I'm looking if we can find a seat here. There's a pretty tight space. There's 1, 2, 3 tables. Maybe have standing here eat.
Was kitchen for a year and a half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good for the Orlando weather. Just cold. Here at Min's Kitchen, check out here at iFresh. Inside iFresh, they just opened it like 3 months ago. This is my second time here already. I'm sure we're gonna come here very often.
I don't know. Thank you.
We can eat on that box.
Right.
Eat on that box, yeah.
All right.
Look at that.
Food there.
Yes, that's a great table here. Michelin star service, look at that. We are sitting in the kitchen. Let's come, sitting in the kitchen. I'm sitting by the sauces, right there. Here's the fried chicken one, Hainan fried chicken. This is a boiled chicken, steamed. Oh, look at the sauce here. The dipping sauce comes with 2 sauces. Dipping the sauce. You take a bite of my rice. Chicken is so tender, and I like the vinegar, ginger in the sauce. Oh, and comes with soup. Here I got a VIP seats in the kitchen. Got a full view of a wok and the chef. Fabulous chicken, really good. So I'm finishing my shopping trip here. Have a fabulous meal. Of course, I'll be coming back soon. All the ingredients I got today, you're gonna looking for my next episode of all the detailed recipes from the stuff I bought today. Thanks for coming shopping with me. I hope to see you soon next time.